Everyone stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications when we go live, tap the bell. We go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. Man, it's taking some more coffee here. Right now, S&Ps are up 17, Dow's up 89, NASDAQ up 64. What's going on, James? James, Jeff, Grant, Faisal, Daniel Ring, Red Dust, Manchild. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, guys? How you doing? Happy Thursday. Here we are. Thursday. Oh man. Yes, I mean so far I think, overall, I mean obviously the stock market's having a it's having a pretty good week, So, all right, we got some things to cover right now. What's going on, Sunscrave? How you doing? So, first and foremost, okay, jobless rate, weekly jobless claims. It is Thursday, so we're going to have the weekly jobless claims coming in hot. For the first time, this is the number for first-time unemployment benefits filers totaled 885,000. Expectations was 808, so not good. So again, we are climbing up. So the labor market, for a few weeks now, we've been ticking up. We've been missing expectations. So we have not been beating or even meeting expectations. We've been missing expectations. So, apparently, right now the market doesn't really care. Right now, what the market cares about is the stimulus deal that is currently on the table. So the stimulus deal. And, my overnight risk, I've been reducing my overnight risk, not because I don't think we're going to go higher, but because I don't know if they're really going to pass this. What do you guys think? Do you guys think they're going to pass this or not? Think they're going to pass it? Because if they don't pass it, this is what happens. They stall. Christmas break comes, and then that's it. That's it. Like they leave the American people hanging. Christmas break comes and then leave. So I don't know. Every day they say they're going to reach a deal soon. So I don't know. I think that when they announce, if they announce that there's no deal, I mean this thing's gonna tank pretty hard that day. It's done that every single time. Every time they say, "Oh, there's going to be a deal," then there's no deal. It tanks hard, just like back in the day of the China trade war. Oh, there's a deal on the table. No, there's no deal. These guys, I bet you they're just sitting in the room smoking cigars, like just waiting. They're just sitting around. They closed door, sitting around, drinking whiskey, smoking cigars. So this is really the only thing that I'm concerned about for my swing positions, like intraday, even intraday, because this news could come out any minute, like it could come out any time. So I don't know what's going to happen, but right now the market seems to think that they're going to make a deal, which the market always seems to think they're going to make a deal until they come and announce. So nobody knows until they actually say, "Hey, here it is, here it's not." I don't know. Also, another interesting thing, I don't know, this just came out, is there's no info about it, but SEC's coming down Robinhood's throat about misleading customers on how it makes money. And, this is something that I've been talking about for years. Like Robinhood, especially when they rolled out options trading, like even before options trading with like the penny stocks, people get in a bunch of trouble on Robinhood with penny stocks. But when they rolled out options, obviously it became increasingly worse because of the gambler mentality, and there's really no documentation on Robinhood on how to use anything. Like I got so many YouTube views from people like, I just bought my first contract and I don't know how to close it on Robinhood. Like, probably something you should teach. Like, it's a UI thing. Like, it's something you should teach. I mean, I know it sounds kind of silly, but I mean that's the real situation. Like, you know, people are catering to these people. Like, oh yeah, Robinhood, you can make a bunch of money, and then it doesn't happen. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but it seems that they have a case. It seems that they're coming for Robinhood. I don't know if it's like the big guys like TD Ameritrade, all these people had enough, or what the case is. I do hope that Robinhood kind of cleans up and pushes forward, because I think they're great for their competition. I mean, look, Robinhood has given us lower rates. They have given us a bunch of stuff, but they just gotta help some people out. They just gotta. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. They'll be close to the deal until the pandemic is over. BTC is ripping. How do you feel about altcoins? I mean, if you find a solid one, I mean, I would trade altcoins that have a higher market cap, like ones that are way down the list, like the Poetry coin. Like, probably not a good deal. Like, don't buy the Poetry coin. Buy ADA or IOTA or something like that. Don't buy Poet. So, yo, Artie, what's going on? So that's the kind of the situation. Market yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw this, market also seemed to like that the Fed raised the economic outlook, for the rest of the year. They're expecting GDP to 4.2% from 4.0%. Powell estimates the unemployment rate will fall to 6.7 this year, which was an improvement from 7.6% that he previously had. So, the Fed actually came out and did something good. Yo, Apple's ripping right now. Apple is ripping. Wish I still had those calls. It's all good. It's all good. So let's get into some of what's going on here. So SPY we have currently at 372. It's at all-time highs. So if SPY opens up here, we're going to be gapping up above all-time highs. So, right now, the way that I kind of trade this is I just kind of go along with it. What people do is they'll start getting this idea where they have to short the top. Like, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy. You don't have to short. Just like kind of go along with it, And everyone's like, well, Nick, about these PE ratios and blah blah blah. Just try to simplify it. Focus like for me, the best thing that I could do for my trading is just focus on the price. Focus on the price. Focus on the price action. Everything's going to be fine. Sure, I mean, we're going to have crashes. We're going to have major rips to the upside. That's to be expected. But right now, when you have a break like this, like sometimes people's first instinct is to short it. Like, it's not something you want to do. I mean, I am concerned about the stimulus deal. And maybe that is a position you want to take because of that, right? I don't know. For me, I'm not going to take it because there is a chance that they are going to pass this thing. And if they do pass it, it's going to rip. So right now I'm trading very, very, very tight. I'm taking my day trades off. The positions I am swinging, they are either profitable still or I'm selling premium on them from January. So I don't care kind of what happens to them on a daily basis. So right now, we potentially could have a blow off the top kind of rally, especially going into the end of December into January. I mean, January, people load the boat, generally speaking. So people load the boat in January. So I tend to, like, when we get towards mid to end of December, I kind of just kind of go with the flow, take it easy. It's slow moving. Most price action is going to be gapping up or gapping down. Intraday, we kind of just go up and down, up and down, up and down. It's not really a whole lot of action. So We'll see. Yeah, FedEx. So I am in FedEx actually. I do have a debit call spread that I'm looking to take off today. So FedEx does have earnings today. Yeah, Thursday after close. So I have a debit call spread for next week expiration on FedEx. I'm selling. I'm long the 300 call, and I'm short the 310. So my target was really just to get to like 295, 296. So if that could push it today, but I don't think I want to hold this. I don't think I want to hold this after or until earnings. I mean, I do think that they're going to do well on earnings, but I don't know how well. You know, if I want to do something here, I might go out and buy like a leap contract or something. You know, like something like that. If I want to, I don't know, because I mean the bid ask is kind of wide. Like FedEx options are not the best. I mean, let's just be honest. The bid ask volume is not very good. Bid ask spreads wide. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. My CRM is finally in the money. Yo, bro. Yeah, I mean, CRM. So here's my position on CRM. So CRM, this was an earnings trade. I got to take off for a $500 loss. I was selling premium for earnings, went against me. Never came back because, I mean, CRM's been sitting at 220 forever. 220. So I have to take this trade off. I got to book the $500 loss. But to offset the loss, what I'm currently in, I'm selling the 220. I'm long the 210 in January. This position's up almost $100. So, out of the 500, I've recouped about 100. And then I am also long the 220 call for January. However, I'm currently down $2 on it. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, at open, we'll probably be up a little higher because what CRM's gapping up to what, 225? Now, the only thing, like every time it comes up here over the last few days, over the last week, it gets smacked hard down. So let's pray that CRM does not get smacked down here at 224, 225. Like, let's hope. But if it opens up here, I mean, I'm probably going to be up on this 220 call. Probably be up about, they close at 223. I'll be up 150, 180, somewhere around there. Probably closer to 150, I would imagine. So, on the 220 call, and then I'll be up more on the put credit spread. So that's kind of how I'm balancing CRM right now. I'm taking a loss for earnings, but I'm pushing my way out of it. Only thing I'm really worried about anymore is if they end on mortgage defaults and evictions. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people. I'm grateful for, my position in 2020, but there's a lot of people that are not, as fortunate. Like this year was a lot of people's downfall financially. So I don't take for granted, the comfortability of how I'm living right now. But at the same time, it's something that is taking me years to get in position for. So, I mean, 2020 was a good test, but it's for those people that are just kind of hanging on. I mean, it's a rough year, I'm in PLTR next week, 27 calls watching Ride BA Roku Tesla. So PLTR, everyone's talking about, I mean, obviously Wall Street Bets is what's pushing this stock, I mean, it does look, if I take all bias out, like, and I just look at the chart, look at the numbers. I mean, if I just look at the numbers, I'm like, this looks like actually a decent chart. like the only thing is, like, when you get involved with like the meme stocks, you kind of start second guessing yourself, but maybe you should just, go with the price action. But then you kind of say, like, what's real, what's not real? Are these Wall Street bet holders just trying to exit their position? Are these institutional? Like, what's going on here? If you're alive, have a roof over your head and food in your belly, you're blessed. Yes, sir. So I think for PLTR, if I was going to do something here, I would sell put spread in January. Maybe even, see, I don't know if I want to sell a naked put because I don't even know if I really would want to own this stock if it comes down. I think I would rather just like have a spread, and if it gets assigned, I can just exercise the put, I don't know. PLTR is one of those. I mean, I guess what I would do if I'm going to trade this, I'm going to sell a credit put spread. I'd probably sell $5 wide. I'd probably sell the 24-19 spread down here. That's probably what I do. 24-19 spread. That's probably what I would do. I might even do that today. I mean, we're 29 days out. We're coming down to some theta burn, so let's do it. Let's do it. How much that going to cost? Let's see what we're going to get. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, I mean, I'll get $1.75. Well, it's probably going to be less now because it's gapping up, right? So I'm gonna have to see. But at close yesterday, so I might have to go up to the 25 strike. I might have to go up to the 25 strike and sell the 20. But I'm looking to get at least $1.60, $1.70 credit. $1.75 credit would have been great. I'll try to get $1, anywhere between $1.50, $1.80 credit for this situation. So that's probably what I'll look at kind of slow and low. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Is what it is. Well, I think that's the only way. I think the premiums are looking nice in there. I agree, Johnny. So maybe that's what I'll do. Let me collect some premium from these guys. With the year coming to an end, I'm texting you to Samir. I just import everything right into TurboTax. So I let TurboTax do the work, and then you could pay. Obviously, if you don't know what you're doing, seek out professional help. But TurboTax does have you could pay a higher fee to get like a tax professional to help you out. I think it's like $100, so it's like not a big deal. But when you have this many trades and stuff like that, accountants charge like a ton of money. And I found that TurboTax actually does a relatively good job. I'm not sponsored by TurboTax or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I use. I do have some videos out like importing taxes from Robinhood. I think I do have Tastyworks as well, importing your taxes from Tastyworks for TurboTax. I did, but they were Johnny. I did, but they were charging so much money that I ran it through TurboTax. I'm like, let me just see. What I did with my accountant was, here's what I did. I got the return from them, and then I took my stuff and I ran it myself through TurboTax, and I found that it was pretty similar. So why not pay the $100 for TurboTax versus the accountant? Sure, I have to do a little bit more work on my end, like inputting numbers and stuff like that. But like, it's in my mind, it's definitely worth it. It was just like I was paying for the accountant. I was paying thousands of dollars. And it was getting too much. So I figured, let me just try TurboTax and see if it will work out for somebody like me. They got. I mean, I'll be honest. They got it on lock. No doubt. They got it figured out. Like, they're not messing around. So I ran it. I ran it side by side. Like, if you're not sure, you still have an accountant, run it by side. I mean, pay the $100 for TurboTax. Run it side by side. See what comes out to. If it comes out, TurboTax may come out in your favor, or maybe not. I don't know. But then you have to deduct the fees from your accountant to kind of offset what you think, your refund and all that. So that's kind of how I would do it. So Apple right now, I've been trading Apple a lot. Apple, I like it. So 129. I mean, right here, I liked it yesterday. Like, I was on the verge of swinging calls yesterday, but I was like, the stimulus bill is really like messing with my flow. So I need them to announce that they're not going to do it or they're going to do it, because the stimulus bill prevented me from putting this position on. Yes, I think it potentially saved myself because I don't want to get into a situation where I buy some calls and then they announce there's no stimulus deal and I get flushed and I lose 50%. Like that's not what you want. But like I'm looking for a push to all-time highs. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a push to all-time highs. At this rate, it's going to happen. Now, we had a nice clean break here. Yesterday, we pushed up. We had a nice, or 2 days ago, due to the iPhone news. So we have the iPhone news 30% increase in production news behind us, which is the catalyst to break us out. But it was moving up. We had a low here, then we had another low here, then we had another low here, then we had another low here. So it is, it's trending nicely. Just got to make sure this doesn't get messed up by the Fed or anybody like that. But, I mean, the 10-day, the 50-day, all very, 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 very tight ranges right now, which is I like a lot. And I think it could push up to the 140s here. It's kind of what I'm looking at. So I'm looking to buy the dips on Apple if we get one. AMD seems to have kind of stalled out a little bit. It seems to be stuck around here like 97. I have been trading AMD. The same situation here. It's blowing off the top two. We are gapping up to 97.50. I do think it's going to make a push to 100, but for some reason, like intraday just hasn't. It just like last couple of days just been stuck. There's been some movement, nice movement, but it's been stuck. I traded Snow a little bit yesterday. I sold this rip in here on Snow. I bought in this consolidation, sold the rip. Snow, the one thing I will say, if you're trading Snow, just be very mindful that like the stock overall, not talking about the options, but the stock overall is very low volume. So when it does move, it moves very, very quick, and it could move against you extremely quick. Like just because it ripped in my favor, it could have ripped the other direction that was not in my favor. It could have ripped way down. Like I was bullish, I put a call on, and it ripped in my favor, and I sold. Right, works out great if that happens. But if it goes against you, just be mindful. It's gonna hurt a lot, and it's gonna hurt quick. And the options bid ask is rather wide. So if you're trading this, like just be very careful. The chart setup is great. I think the chart setup is great. If we get a push above 340, I think that's gonna be really good. To a push to the 360, 380 area. But I feel that, if you're a little bit inexperienced, like the stock's gonna cause you some pain, And Lululemon's at 365. It's kind of similar. Lululemon's kind of similar. Lululemon is a very low volume stock as well. And it moves incredibly slow. It gets to where it wants to go. You're like, man, I wish I bought down at 350 and sold at 363. Yeah. If you wait 8 hours, and yes, you can if you want to. But I think with Snow and stocks like Snow and Lululemon, with that kind of spread and that kind of price action, I think day trading it, I think it's better to just swing trade them. I think it's just better to swing trade them. Etsy. So yesterday was crazy for e-com. Etsy, Shopify, Amazon all ripped hard to the upside. And I think what is starting to come together is obviously that Christmas mentality where they're starting to position themselves for January, because online retailers, no doubt about it, are going to have a huge Christmas season. Online retailers, Etsy, Shopify, Amazon. And, I think they're just going to continue to rip. Shopify, same as look at Shopify. Yesterday, it broke out of its range. Amazon, same thing. Well, it didn't break out of range, but it had a major rip to the upside. Yesterday was up 100 points. It was crazy. It was like 90 points. And then, it could definitely has room to run here. If it could break this, which we're currently gapping up 10 points at 32.50, it's gapping up, could push 3,400. I think it could push 3,400. So, I was watching these yesterday, Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, I think these are going to be some great opportunities going into Christmas, going into the new year. So I might be looking for a position in there as well. Probably not going to maybe not trade snow and some of those other ones, and try to find some positions in some of those retailers that could be running rather hot. Walmart. The thing about Walmart, like, the one thing I don't like about Walmart is that it's very choppy to options trade on. Like, if you own stock, it'll work out. But I don't like for me personally, I don't like trading options here. Now it's under the 50-day moving average, under the 10-day. It looks like it could bounce from the 145 range back up. But it seems like for Walmart, whatever you want to do with Walmart, put 90 days on it. Because this thing, it rips up and it fades, it rips up, and now we're in the fade part. So if I was gonna put a position here, let's say I want to be bullish, let's say I'm like, I think it's gonna run to 155. Maybe it will. But I don't know when it's gonna happen. So for Walmart, you're gonna wanna, position yourselves out 90 days, I think. You're gonna want to go out to March on these bad boys. Go out to March, because I don't trust 30 days out. Like, if I'm looking here, I don't trust January. I don't trust February. And, February is, February in the stock market kind of dicey anyways. March, I would try to run it up in March. I would try to get I would try to maybe get this 30 delta here, 34 delta. As you can see here, that's 30. I would try the 155, or I'd try if you want to get a little bit higher delta. In the money's even better, if you want to put that much up for 55 delta. It seems a little bit on the pricey side to me for 55 delta, but if this runs up, if you're at 55 delta, runs $10, you're going to be up, over $500. So not a bad deal. So you're going to be making 60 to 70% on this trade. So that's not a bad deal if you run up to 155 here. But yeah, Walmart, I don't like to trade. I don't really like trading options. The times that I've traded options on it, and I've tried many times, and it's just never really hit it. Like, it just doesn't do what I want it to do. And I know I can't make it do what I want it to do, but I can control the time frames, and even I put some stuff out there. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with Mantrell. I agree with you on Amazon. Johnny Jins grabbed an Apple leap. Just gonna hold, tired of missing on those Apple gains. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. Morning. When does your course start? Yo, Janelle, I am. If you're still here, sorry I missed your comment. I am January 2nd. It's coming out. January 2nd. Whew. Can't believe it. Can't believe it's coming out. Kind of I'm definitely nervous about it, but something that you've been working on for so long is coming to fruition. Like, it's so Netflix is popping up to 528 here. Man, that thing is popping out. Netflix, I think 550. Is a course for beginners only? No, it's it's for everybody. It goes the way that it's structured is not what you'd think it's going to be. And I don't want to waste too much. I don't want to waste too much people's time here, because that's not what they're here for. But really, what it's about is for you to discover yourself as a trader, create a trading plan that fits your personality and lifestyle, so that way you can become profitable. That is what I set out to achieve. It wasn't, yes, I teach options in there, but it's more about who you are, your personality, your emotional well-being, and trying to drive a trading plan from that. So it's I don't know. It's definitely, I don't think there's anything out there like this. And, obviously there's probably a reason why there's not. And I don't know if it's because I'm totally wrong, or if people just want easy money by teaching Lambos and selling Lambos to people, which, is what they do. So, all right, market has just opened up. Market just opened up. Let's see, we got S&P's up 19, Dow's up 136, NASDAQ up 73. So far, so good. Yeah, Apple's kind of giving up a little bit, letting some people sell here at open. CRM, baby, let's stay above 225. Let's do it. CRM, I need you. Stay. Stay. FedEx is popping a little bit too. Sorry, I felt like I had a sneeze. Penn. I've been trading Penn a lot too. I guess I did have to sneeze. Bless me. Excuse me. Penn. I've been trading. Once it broke out of 80 here, I traded this right up in here. I didn't catch it yesterday. Up to 89 though. So if we can get a little pullback, would be ideal. What do you do when you see a stock run up? You take your profits, but it keeps running for the next month. You buy back in. It depends on what you want to do. Like for Penn, well, a couple times this week. I sold Apple, I sold Penn, and they're still running. So right now, what I'm looking for is an entry that I can get in on. You really have to control. Like if you were in a position where the stock runs, you made profit, and you booked it. People's inclination is to go right back into that stock because they think it's going to be repeat results. One of the biggest mistakes that I make is believing that's true and getting in too early. So it's better for me if I book a profit on a stock, I just kind of chill, wait for another setup, and then I get in. Because if you make money, get in again, chances are that second time you're going to lose the money that you just made. So like for me, I'm just going to relax. I'm going to see if this can come back down to the 85. If this comes down to 82, great on Penn. If not, it is what it is. I'll wait for some consolidation, I'm just trying to wait for a safe trade setup. Right here, not very safe. If I buy here, sure, it could go up, but it has a high probability of going down too, right? You have a lot of high probability of it coming back down to 86 even. 86 would be good. So I'm not looking forward to like flush down to 75 or anything, but I am looking for a safer entry than it is now. Apple, what I'm looking for on Apple right now, I'm looking if it can come to 128 and chill, but it doesn't seem like it wants to do that. You talk about core system sex showed ad shows up in your video. I had to close your video and open it back up again due to poor reception engine. Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't control any of how YouTube works. I don't control any of that. But it looks like I'm making some money back on CRM. So I'm up $100. I'm up $100 on my put spread. I'm up $82 on that naked call. So I'm up 182. So I'm working my way back here. I'm working my way back from that $500 loss. So at least we don't have to see any more those raging bulls. Are they done? I don't know. Are they still in business? I don't know. I think it's just. I think they're just trying to figure it out, right? Yeah, raging bull, bro. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Yeah, obviously if you're accused of something, you're gonna have to go through litigation, so it's hard to say, what's gonna happen. Look at that. Here we go. S&P 500 NASDAQ rise hit record highs as stimulus hopes remain elevated. I hate those type of headlines. All right, so it looks like we got some more information regarding Robinhood. SEC charged Robinhood with deceiving customers about how the stock trading app makes money and failing to deliver the promised best execution of trades. Now, I definitely agree with that. Failing to deliver the promised best execution of trades, Robinhood lacks in execution in every single way in terms of the chart, in terms of the option pricing, in terms of when you put an order through. I definitely agree with that. Robinhood agreed to pay a $65 million civil penalty without admitting or denying SEC's findings. Which, $65 million, guys, I know it seems like a lot. It's nothing. It's nothing. Nothing. Robinhood provided misleading information to customers about the true cost of choosing to trade with the firm, which I agree with. Brokerage firms cannot mislead customers about order execution quality. I agree with that too. So, yeah. They should have charged them more. $500 million to $1 billion. They should have charged $500 million to $1 billion at least. Probably like they need to take this stuff seriously. Like that $65 million is a joke. A joke. I agree, Daniel. $65 million is a freaking joke. I don't know. Make them put up $1 billion, $2 billion. You know, like make it hurt. Yeah, it's like nothing. They should pay to suicide prevention. I agree. They should help out. I mean, yeah. I mean that's no joke, man. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. You know, I don't even know. Square. So I don't know if you guys trade Square. I mean, I've been trading it a bit. Square has been running for the last month and a half. The dips are getting bought, and now after getting rejected a couple of times at 220, we have a blow off the top at 231. I mean, this is insane. Anybody in Square right now? I wish I was. This was looks like option pricing was priced accordingly. They were pricing this wrong because these options are only up 50% for next week. The monthlies are only up 20%. So it looks like they're pricing these. They were pricing these in. What's Disney doing right now? Disney's holding, surprisingly. Disney's holding this gain. Looks a little bullish too. I mean, I'm not going to buy into here for sure. I'm not going to buy into this, but I mean, just crazy. CRM 226. Let's go. FedEx is not doing what we want it to do. FedEx is not doing what I want it to do. But we'll see. Might stop here on 287.50. We at all-time highs. We sure are. Yeah, gold. Gold is rallying really hard. Kind of in a downtrend though, but it could. I mean, it had a nice bounce here. Sub 1800. Killer bounce. We're back at it. I mean, it could run 1950 as long as it doesn't get stopped here. It just crossed over the 50-day moving average, so that's pretty nice. Might be looking for a position. If it can come back down to the 50, if it could come down to 75 area, 80, so 1880, 1875, and push higher would be good. Be something I'm looking for. Here goes Apple pushing 130. And I'm just sitting right now. I'll go wait. Wait for some opportunities. I'm not trying to get too aggressive. Like I said, I'm still concerned about the stimulus deal. I mean, I'm making money right now, but it's the slow money, which is fine. Tesla's chilling. Anybody trading Airbnb or Dash? So Airbnb, they came out with options yesterday. The stock completely ripped, 20 points. So I'm kind of seeing what happens. Yesterday they just had monthlies. They got weeklies now. Yeah, not a lot of strikes for. Let's see what they got here. Okay, they go up to 200. Yeah, they need to add some more. They're gonna have to add some more strikes in here. But Airbnb, I was gonna sell some premium in here for January, but I was scared it was gonna come down to 120. I was looking at the 110 strike credit put spread. It was pretty rich, but it's running. Airbnb's running another 6% right now. Yeah, DoorDash right now is not looking good. They got weekly. Yesterday they just had monthly. They got weeklies today. Man, maybe I should short a call spread way up in here. I mean, this premium is looking pretty good. I might look for a position. I might look for a position in Airbnb and Dash. So Daniel is Dash for Dash, and then Airbnb is ABNB. I don't know. I don't really like that ticker. I think they could have done so much better, but it's ABNB, and then Dash is Dash. Sarah, how you doing? I have 20 shares of Airbnb in my Roth IRA at 142. Yo, nice, man. That's running up. 145 right now. Looking good. You know, when trading like an IPO, Airbnb, Dash, like there's such high expectations, and there's going to be a lot of people that want to own that stock. There's going to be a lot of people that don't want to own that stock. But I think right now in 2020 especially, like IPOs have done so well that even if they don't really like the companies, they're going to give it a shot. Like the Snow IPO, I mean, did amazing. RKT did amazing. Obviously, it's faded since then. A lot of IPOs so far have done some crazy things. And Airbnb, I mean, obviously the travel sector is down right now. So any growth in the travel sector, I think is gonna help Airbnb. You know, going into 2021, 22. Now, you could say that their stock is overvalued, which may be true. I don't know. Like, we don't know. And the thing is, like, stocks are not really moving on valuations right now, man. They're really dumping DoorDash. They are dumping DoorDash. SPCE. So the only thing about Virgin Galactic, SPCE, you know, is that their events so far have not been turning out. So I think it's good if you want to hold long term. I mean, if you can, let's say, lower your cost basis. Let's say short some puts down here, like 23, short to 23 put. And if you own the stock, maybe and try to come close to 20, like 17 and a half, 18 is the bounce territory, 20 is the bounce territory. So anywhere between 17 and 20 bounce territory for SPCE, Virgin Galactic. So anytime that you can lower your cost basis to be in this area, it's going to be good. Now, buy calls here to hold for long term, maybe not the best, but maybe sell naked puts. And if you get assigned the stock, you could sell calls against it. Might be a better option, you know? I'm not in Snap right now. I sold Snap for a $35 loss, and now it's pushing up. But it's basically, I bought it here a few days ago, and then it failed, so I sold it, lost a little bit of money. Now it's trying to break out. I mean, I actually like it here. I got 2 more minutes so I don't break my rules. I agree, you don't like this market. I've been playing SPX and 0-day taking it slow. Blew up my accounts over the summer, fall. I'll learn one day. I got the knowledge, just need the wisdom. Yeah, I mean, just like Daniel, one thing that's really helped me out, especially like in this slow market, get on a 30-day cycle for selling some credit put spreads and just chill. And then, you know, any trades you do in the meantime are going to be bonus, but you're having something working on the back burner that's making you some money on a daily basis. You know, even if it's small, even if you only have one. Like right now, I'm not selling a lot of premium. I took off my Home Depot. I was selling premium at Home Depot. I'm currently selling premium at Amazon. I'm selling premium in CRM. I took off Home Depot yesterday, so I'm looking for some more opportunities to sell some premium in. I mean, Home Depot, I sold at 270 yesterday. I mean, I ran it for a few weeks from 260 to 270, had a credit put spread. Sure, I could have made more money buying naked calls, but you gotta have something paying the rent. You know what I mean? Like, have something on, sell some premiums, and then any day trades you do is going to be bonus. You know, it's gonna be a bonus. And Home Depot is really out of here. I mean, I think it's going 280 now. I think Home Depot is going to push 280. I put the position on down here. It was a perfect run. Perfect. That's why I was a little worried that it was going to go back down to 260. So I took it off. Man, FedEx is getting smoked pre-earnings here. It's not exactly what I thought I was going to do. They're getting smoked. Well, they're running. It's only down 0.5%, but it's not ideal. Tesla's coming down a little bit here. So let's see what Snap doing. Can I buy? I do want to buy. I was looking at the 50 call. I do think it's gonna run. Twitter's running. What's Facebook doing? Facebook looks coiled up for a run too, but I mean that was massive. I don't know. I'm not gonna chase Snap here because it's been, as you can see, like in the mornings, it's look at the mornings. It try to rip up and then it rips down. Last couple of mornings, gaps up, rips down. Like I'm not gonna chase this. UPS also getting chopped. Yeah, I mean I'm down now $90. Probably should have closed FedEx at open. Now I'm down $90 in that position. Oof. Not good. Cashed out half a PLTR. Yo, Manchild, congrats, man. Let's see, PLTR. What are we doing? It's still running 26. Yeah. Yeah, right now in the market, I mean, Qs are kind of flat at open here. SPY still, it's back to where it opened up at, you know, on the 5-minute. Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Do you ever do debit spreads? I do. I have a debit spread right now on FedEx. It's not going well. I got a debit spread right now. I had a pre-earnings. The reason why I went debit spread because I thought IV was going to expand a little bit, and I mean right now it's down a little bit, but FedEx, I mean, obviously it's gone away. I'm selling. I'm in the 300 strike, so for next week expiration. So we'll see what happens here. I'm not looking to lose on this trade, or not a lot, but this opened at 290. It's come down to 287, so I'd like to see another bounce up to 290, 291. I think it could push green today, but I think they're trying to shake some people out pre-earnings here. But we got time. Yeah, everything seems to be kind of at a standstill. So, Boeing's up. AMD came down under 97. AMD's down to under 97 right now, so I don't like that. Lyft is under 50. You know, it's gonna push. Lyft and Uber have been crazy. Alibaba's interesting because it looks like it wants to be set up for a run to 270. However, I don't really trust the Chinese stocks. Like, I hate to say that. Like, my concern with the Chinese stocks is like Trump's gonna try to do something before he leaves office. You know what I mean? Like that's my only concern. Is that I'm gonna probably trade more Chinese stocks once Trump is out. I've learned my lesson many times. Trading Chinese stocks under Trump has been a very humbling experience. You know. So I mean, Alibaba was one of my favorite stocks to trade. And under Trump, it has not. I mean, 2020 has been good, but it's just hard to trade options on. Like, if you want to buy stock, it's fine. Trading options on Alibaba, I mean, I used to love the ranges, and now like I need to chill out that. So I'll wait another, what do we got, like 25 days or something, and then I'll start trading Alibaba, some of these other Chinese stocks. I mean, Baidu has been on a crazy run, as you can see here. I mean, this thing, I don't know what's going on here, but like, is this a delay? Did they announce something? Is this like a delayed earnings effect here? Because this thing just ran from 130 literally to 200. Like, what is up with this? Out of the money put credit spreads work great for me. Just don't have it expire after earnings. Out of the money. Yeah, you gotta have it expire like before earnings. Sorry, it took me a second to read what you were saying there. No, Square's at up $7, and we got some runners this morning, but then some stocks are having some difficulty. So looks like there's some opportunities today, but just kind of take it slow. Like, don't get too aggressive because again, we still have the stimulus bill on the table. Anything could happen here. Like, just relax. You know, just relax. Seeing here. Nike. So I'm looking at Nike too, because Nike's been quietly grinding a little bit higher, and I think that they could have a good holiday season too. When are their earnings? Their earnings got to be coming up soon, right? Oh yeah, their earnings are this week. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm gonna take off here, guys. Not a whole lot going on. I'm trying to find some trade setups. You guys have a great day. I had a fun hanging out today. So you guys have a good day. You know, again, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.